I'm in this place and everything is white, and I am dressed in white. I feel that there's someone here with me, but I don't see anyone.
Mm-hmm.
But I know I'm not alone.
You can feel the presence?
Yes, several. They are like at an arm's length away.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually think I'm surrounded by these white beings. I am white, a shimmery white, and everything is glistens.
Mm-hmm.
It moves. It's pure.
It's a pure and sacred and holy place.
Yes.
You can feel the love from your guides and your team around you.
It's like everybody starts here at this place,
Mm-hmm.
and then they go out and go forth. It's like you begin here at this space, and then you go out.
Mm-hmm. Let's take a moment to just feel the love and the connection you have with this team around you. How truly loved
They
you
have
are.
so much information coming through. I think it would probably take me months to download it all.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I'm standing here, and each one has a different subject and knowledge and wisdom that they are sharing with me. Like, I know why I am going through what I am going through with the My Lab. They told me that first thing, because it must have been on my mind.
Mm-hmm.
I needed to be able to explain what this is to others.
Mm-hmm.
I needed to be able to explain pain, to be distraught, to be scared, to be frustrated, so that others would understand what that is. Because so many people, so up in the upper dimensions, they do not understand pain or what it is to be frustrated or not be able to manifest or to be able to have love
Mm-hmm.
in your life all the time. So that is why I am going through what I am going through, so I can explain to them what is torture, what is it to be whole, what is it to be taken apart, so that they will understand, so that it never happens again.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I have to go through this, so that I can teach others.
Yeah. Let's take a moment and you just download this information. Just breathe in and receive, and it will unpack over time for you. Just absorb it in.
I will give discourses on how humans persevere,
Mm-hmm.
how humans are resilient
Mm-hmm.
and worthy of how they struggle to be the brilliant stars that they are.
Mm-hmm.
I will give discourses on that to people across the multiverses. I see them full. It's like that room in Harry Potter, the room, the necessary room.
Mm-hmm.
And as each person comes in, it expands and expands and expands and expands until it's just a sea of faces. And I'm standing there at the front in white, and I am giving discourses on how beautiful humans are,
Mm-hmm.
the past, the present, and the future, to people from all over timelines and all over dimensions.
Are you able to see how much more powerful you are in this stage than some of the things you've been dealing with?
Oh, yes.
How insignificant those things are? The pain
Oh,
is
yes.
real, of course, but it's nothing compared to what you're experiencing right now.
I allow it to happen. I have a lesson, and I need to learn this.
Mm-hmm.
But they have lessons, and they need to learn this.
Mm-hmm.
It is a give and take. I allow them to do this so that I may have the knowledge. But if I wanted to, I could destroy everything that they used to torture me with.
Mm-hmm.
But I do not, because they have lessons to learn on compassion
Yeah.
and love and
Mm.
common sense.
Yeah, I'm feeling the chills right now, and I'm hearing Jesus say, "Forgive them, for they know not what they do."
Exactly, and I do. That's why I tell them all the time, I love them. I just want to help them to the light. I want to take them with me when I go, and I tell them all the time, please, 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 don't get caught where you are now. There's so much more. There's more than just this. There's more than what you can see. Please, just come with me. I love you all so very much. I just want to help.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean that in my heart.
Yeah, it's that true love and compassion that overlooks the wrongs that's being done to you. And you find the divinity in them, even when they might not deserve it.
Even the one that has the power to order this, to stop it, or not stop it.
Right.
I love him too.
There's a way bigger picture going on, isn't there? Than what you
Way
can
bigger.
See. Yeah.
It's a part of something more. I don't know all of it because they keep it limited, because they do know that the lab does ask many questions. And I'm not allowed to tell them some things. And I told them this at the beginning when I expressed and confessed that I am E.T., I am here to help. Anything that you want to ask within limits, I will answer. Everything, anything. I hold no secret. But the knowledge of my home planet, the knowledge of why I am here, and other certain things, I am not allowed to divulge to anyone, because that is between me and God. So
do you know what your home planet is? Have you gotten that information that you can keep to yourself for later?
I think I know, but it's like I can see it, but not see it. I keep hearing the name Lyra, but I don't think that that's what it is. I don't think that Lyra is anymore. I thought it was of the past. I do not know. And they might not tell me, but I can see it. It's a beautiful planet. I have ears like Spock when I'm in real form, and I have long silver hair. And I'm very much a water person. And it seems like that. The people I see, my sister, my mother, I'm not sure who my father is. She will not speak of such things. I am curious. I keep seeing a big man with a beard. Maybe that's why I like guys with beards. I don't know. But I see him. He is very tall. Easily 10 foot tall. Big, like a Viking. He might be one of the tall whites.
Did you say 10 feet tall?
Yes.
Okay.
He is 10 foot tall easily.
Right.
Huge man with a long full beard. And he is beautiful, and my mother loved him. But it was just one of those things that to bring two kingdoms together, you create a child. And I am that child that they made. It's not that they didn't want me. I was made for a reason, not just out of love.
But this is your origins you're viewing right now?
Yes. But they love each other. But they don't live together or anything. And I am the only daughter that he has. He only has sons. And my mother only has daughters.
Like the Brady Bunch.
That made me get tears. Oh my. But it's a beautiful planet. It seems like it is very blue. But it is not like blue like we have here. The blue is alive. It moves.
Like energy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or a plasma.
Plasma. It's very fluid and has substance and density and life. It is very beautiful.
So are you being shown this to
color.
Are you being shown this to satisfy your curiosity of your origins?
Yes, yes.
This goes way back.
At the beginning.
Yeah, you've had many lifetimes since then.
I am millennia old.
Mm-hmm.
Millennia old.
Yeah.
It's like I see these pictures of people that kind of look like me.
Mm-hmm.
Just go, like, you do cards and you ruffle them.
Mm-hmm.
And it is my lifetime.
Well, that actually goes into one of your main questions for this session, and that is, being an old soul like that, you can see why you're here at this time to help the planet during this transitionary process. Can you see what message you're supposed to be bringing to humanity at this time?
It's fuzzy. And they are trying to stop me. I can feel them hurting me, poking me with those electrodes.
Mm-hmm. We'll ask the team to come in and protect you right now, surround you, secure the connection, secure your body, secure all that you are. We'll also ask them to do a body scan and remove away any blockages, any implants, anything right now that could hinder your connection. Also, any physical healing that you need right now.
It's like I feel a tug of war or a struggle going on around me.
Just relax and let your team do the work. Feel the energy pour in the top of your head, and all of the repairs be made, all of the blockages be cleared away. And this pillar of light that's completely surrounds you creates a barrier of protection.
The most beautiful electric violet I have ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
It has places of pink. It has places of like a blue.
Mm-hmm.
And it just flows over me.
Yeah, it's flowing in through your crown, through your third eye, right down through all your chakras, and then grounding into Gaia. And you're becoming this conduit for this intelligent infinity energy of love and light. Just allow it to pour through you. Just feel it moving through you.
She's calmer.
Mm-hmm.
They have a device within her lady parts. And it hurts. And when they turn it up, it vibrates faster. And it creates this field of disgust and ugly and off balance.
Are we able to disable this device? Disable it and remove it for her?
I wish. I do not know how.
Let's see if there's someone on her team that has the knowledge to do this for her. I think this is important that we move this away. Disable it and remove it.
It feels better. So somebody did something for me. But I can still feel it, but it's not as strong as it was. It's like they put a barrier around it or something.
Okay, take a few deep breaths. We're going to scan the rest of your body, from your head to your feet, for any other blockages, any other implants or devices. Disable, remove, or create a barrier around them. Whatever's needed. A couple more deep breaths. There we go.
She is the part of a whole. That's why she doesn't have a full mission statement. When these other people come into their knowing and action, then the whole, the pieces create a whole, and then it all activates this other part of this. It has to do a transition, But it's greater than transition. It's more of a bringing people back to holiness, bringing people back to love, it's more than just transitioning to a higher dimension. It is a greater transition is just part of that. It is to do with we are all going to return back home to God. That's what it is all about. That's why she doesn't have a full mission statement, because there are so many others involved in this.
Yeah, many.
That's why they keep her suppressed, because they think if one of them can't complete their mission, that the plan will fail. But I told them the other day after the lobotomy, and I woke up, and I was not the same, that it does not matter what happens to me. I am putting my story down, and someone else will pick it up, because God didn't make just one of me. He made 100 of me, 1,000 of me. If I don't carry it out, the next one will. And so it matters not what happens to me. It's that someone else will pick up my story as I end my chapter. They will begin their chapter, and the plan will continue, and we will all get to go back home.
Absolutely, it can't be stopped.
It cannot be stopped by anyone, even those that think that they have fourth dimensional tech that will stop people. It does not. It does not. If anything, it gives people incentive to keep going, to keep flowing, to keep understanding, to keep gaining wisdom, to stay connected to God, to stay connected whatever spokesman that they choose to listen to, because that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Transitioning is just for Gaia. She desires to go to another place. We just happen to be here. When she flows forward, we will flow too. But there's going to come a time when humans will return to being the stars that they are, that God created. And when we return to being stars, we will leave Gaia, and we will go back to the Godhead. We will be earthlings, but we will not be of earth. And we will be stars that shine across the whole multiverses when everybody comes back. I've seen this. I saw us leave. I got to be blessed by God to witness everything being born. I watched those sparks come forth and spread across all the multiverses. I watched them create all these timelines, because everybody had a different mindset of what was beautiful and what they needed and what they wanted. And when they all came out, it was like everything was perfect, because everything is perfect. Even right now, everything is perfect as it's supposed to be, even though it might not look like it or feel like it. Every second,
it's all
every
working towards it.
nanosecond is perfect. Perfect. And that's the beauty of it all. That was where we will return back to. It's not just transition. Transition will help humans to discover more of who they are and what they are, and what they have abilities of, and how they can be one-minded, one-hearted. But Gaia has her thing. Humans have their thing. We are just joined together right now. But when humans graduate and they come into their maturity, they will return back to Godhead and be the stars of all these multiverses. And then we will become each our own planet, our own place, and each will have a different degree of wisdom and love and knowledge. And those that desire to have that frequency will come to be at our planet, to be manifested in our space. And that is what is so perfect about this plan, because everybody has their own idea of love, their own idea of what is needed to be happy. And that is what this is all about. It's about creating that perfect, ideal love within yourself so that you can share that with others. And then when we all return to the Godhead, we become our own space, our own planet, and beings, new beings that are created, old ones that have been here since the beginning, will come to live on us. They will come to share our space, our energy, our frequency. And it's just like this whole brand new multiverse are created. And each one is a frequency of love. Each one is a higher degree of love. Each one is a higher degree of communication, of sharing, of just being. And it's so beautiful.
Yeah.
And that's what this is all coming back to. We're here now. We are going to expand and go forward. But this is what we are coming all back to. We will all return and become our own planet, our own manifesting love, our own love being. And people will come and inhabit us. And it's so beautiful.
Yeah, it's all working.
So bright.
Even the things that don't seem like they're working towards it are still working towards this beautiful, perfect bliss that you're talking about. And you see it. I see that they're continuing to work on you too, and your chakras becoming more clear and energy's flowing a lot better.
And I can see like this gritty debris flowing out, off, like it's nanotechnology or something. It is flowing off. Like right now, they are burning me, this flesh. They are burning this flesh with these electrodes, and they are using that device to vibrate real fast because they don't want this message out that people are already perfect. They just have to believe that they're perfect. They have to believe that they are pure love. And they don't want this message out to the people so that they can have this knowledge to keep working, keep going, don't give up. I love all of you so much. I hold you in my hands. I hold you in my heart. I will give you every bit of energy and love I can. Just please don't give up. Keep going. Keep going forward. Keep believing. I know that there are down days. I know that there's times when you don't want to get up out of bed. I know there's times when you're scared to go out the door. But don't be that way. I will share every bit of everything I have to uplift you, to bring you where you need to be. Don't give up. We're so close. Have faith in yourself. Have hope in your heart somewhere, even if it's just no bigger than a grit of sand. Don't give up. You're so close. You're so close. If you only could see how beautiful you are. You humans are so brilliant and beautiful and wise and perfect. You are creatures of God that are so brilliant and bright and perfect and full of love. You just are covered with grit, with dirt. You just have to keep washing in your hope, keep washing in your love, keep washing in believing in your intentions, and you will get there. I promise. I will keep infusing Gaia with everything that I have. I came here to help uplift humanity, and I will do that until I take my last breath of this vessel. And even beside that, when I step out of this vessel, I will stand by all of you, the other beings, and I will beam you the best love I can, and I will never, ever, ever stop. I promise that. We will never stop sending you love or hope. We're so grateful to be able to do this for you. If you just knew We volunteered to be here. We wanted to share our love with you so that you could join us. Come be with us. Don't give up hope. You're so, so close. We can smell it in the air. We can feel it. We know that you can sense it and see the colors. We have moments of bliss. Don't give up. You are so close. Because I promise you, with every fiber of my being and heart and my soul, we will never, ever give up on you. Don't ever think that you are alone, because you are not. We surround you with everything that we have available. When you look to the sky and you see those little sparkles, you know that that is an ET ship, and they are beaming you at that moment with love and uplifting you to clear the way so that transition will be here. When you see those little sparkles across the sky, when you see those little sparkles in front of your eyes, know that we are here with you. We will never give up. We will not let this be stopped, ever. We will not let this be stopped, ever.
So the best thing we can do is allow that love to flow through us and out to others? Is that how we help the most?
Yes.
Offer
a smile.
Yeah.
Offer anything.
It's the small things, isn't it?
It's just the tiniest of things that make people's hearts so glad.
Yeah. Feel that connection?
Yes.
Yeah.
There are so many ETs here. That's why I tell people, it is so funny that you think I am special, because there are so many ETs here. I am one of millions on this planet here to help. I am just here to uplift people and reassure them that they are beautiful and I love them and I would do anything for them. There's just nothing I would not do to help them. I love them. I want them to succeed. We all do. We are all standing hand in hand, shoulder to shoulder. We love you. We want the best for you.
I'm being shown now that Sharon and others like her are almost like decoys. They're taking the blunt force of what they're going through.
Yes.
Because they have this
but
higher level of forgiveness. Right.
Yes, but she cannot talk about it.
Right.
The council told her that. They said that after they cut off her genitals, that we are so proud of you. And you are being recorded as this is put into history. When people review it, they will know your name and what happened. And thank you for doing this, for being this distraction. You are not the only one. And we are so sorry. We cry tears for you, for this to happen to you. But please know that we are so grateful for you.
And the others like her that might not understand, which I think is important. We might not always see the bigger picture or be able to talk about it, but no, there's a bigger plan at play, and there's a lot of heroes out there that don't. They might feel like a victim, but they're really a hero in this whole thing.
Oh, right. I am not the only one.
Yeah.
But I do this willingly. I accept that because I want humans to succeed. That is more important. That is more important. That is greater than what I am. That is greater than what I am.
So there's way showers and there's way makers or pioneers that's creating the path.
Yes. You're very correct. Yeah. You're so astute and intuitive. I knew that whenever she chose you, that you were the right one, that you would understand, because you can see. So you know that that's why they did her lobotomy. Because she could see, and they didn't want her to see.
But she still got the mission done, didn't she? She's still getting it done. Can't be stopped.
Can't be stopped, ever. Ever. Our love for humanity outweighs anything. If they only knew humans, if they only knew how much ETs think of them and how in awe we are of humans.
Mm-hmm.
That's why so many of us came to help. If they only knew how beautiful they are.
Mm-hmm.
When I look at people as this flesh container through her eyes, if they only could see their light like she sees them, and the colors that they carry, and the love that they have within them. Oh my.
Yeah.
That's why she draws and paints. She does it just for herself, but it is to remind her of how beautiful everybody is.
Yeah.
To look into their eyes and see that soul, to see that love, to smell them, to smell God in them.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
It's a beautiful experience, and people just miss it, don't they? Distractions.
But they're coming to know.
Yeah.
They can't fight it. Eventually they will give up resistance.
Mm-hmm.
And what I would see when I worked in fifth dimension, I worked in a lot of the healing pods
Mm-hmm.
for those that were so shell-shocked by all of this. I was the one that sang the frequencies and put out that frequency of comfort and love to bring them back to being basically babies. And as they would be in this cocoon, it was like a chamber, and we would put these people into these chambers. It's all white, and it's very warm, and it smells good. It's very comforting. And then we would close the pods, and it's clear glass, but the glass makes scenery,
Mm-hmm.
like a computer screen, but it's curved.
Mm-hmm.
And we would put colors and beautiful scenery so that they could sense it. They didn't see it with their eyes, but they sense it with their energy.
Mm-hmm.
And so I would float up in my area. I had probably 100 pods, and all of these people had broken hearts from love, like their heart was broke.
Mm-hmm.
They had broken hearts, and they needed someone to love them. And so I would float up into the air, and I would put out these, as I would start to spin, I would put out this frequency. And as I would put out this tone, these pink sparkles come out from me. And it fills this room with sound and the smell, this aroma of love, and these pink energy particles would settle in through them, and it would kind of bounce around in the room, and then they would stay there. And I wasn't the only one that did that. I was just one of many.
Mm-hmm.
But that was my job in the fifth dimension for those that had ailments still. I helped. My department, my specialty, was to help people with broken hearts, because I understand what that is to have a broken heart. I understand to help heal a broken heart.
Mm-hmm.
So that was my job. And these people, there were other pods. This place is huge. It probably has 1 million people in it. So in transition, some of the people will be gone for just a short time as they're healed. And each person has this different job that they're good at. You know, like you're intuitive. You probably help people to teach, to be intuitive. You know, like trust your intuition, because you're very good at that. Mm-hmm. So you would have a pod of people, and you would beam to them that trust your gut, trust your intuition. And it's all very much like this. So it is all perfect. And when all of this comes about, everybody will go back to being what they are, what
Right.
they're good at. So that's why people can't give up hope. They might have had some of the saddest things happen to them, the worst awful things happen to them, but that's what makes them the masters. Mm-hmm. That what makes them ascended, because when they understand it, they know how to cure it. They know how to heal it. And that is the beauty of this sadness.
It's all working together for good. It might not feel like it, but we grow so much more through the adversity, don't we? Through the pain.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
It's been so long since I've been to the fifth dimension. I have a little beach hut over there that I stayed at. I created it. Floats in the air over this little lagoon. And the water changes color, and the skies change color. But what was the beauty of it? I could put a tone out, and friends would pop in their little bubbles, like orbs.
Mm-hmm.
Pop. And they would come swimming with me. Well, some like it colder, so they would be in the water, and it would be snowing. Some like it warmer, and it would be hot where they were standing. And then some people like me, I'm pretty middle road. I'll stand between the both of you. But I miss that. I miss being able to go over there. I miss being able to see my friends. I find it very sad that I had to be stuck in body. But I am okay with it, though.
Can we record this place into her memory with perfect recollection so that she can go here in meditation when she needs a little break?
Oh, yes.
The whole experience, the smells, the sights, the sounds.
Yes.
Let's implant that into her mind so she can go back to this place whenever she needs a little break and remember home.
She sits at the bottom of the water, and she talks with the sea creatures. And she just sits there in meditation, and they all just kind of swim by and watch. It feels... gosh, I don't have words to describe what it feels like. That it is very nice.
Yeah.
It moves, and it's wet, but it's not water, it's stuff. She doesn't have the words for it.
Mm-hmm.
But the creatures watch her, and they sit there with her, and they talk.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. It is very nice. But the colors is what appeals to her, though. The colors of it all.
But she can go there anytime she wants, right? In her mind, at least. It'll be limited, of course, but she can get a little taste of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
This won't last much longer.
Mm-hmm.
She does know that. That's why she tolerates it.
Is there anything else that would be helpful for her to know to help with this transition and to help her deal with some of the pain she's dealing with while she's here?
She needs to remember to ground more often, even though that is a big goal of this, is to keep her ungrounded so that she is off balance. She needs to remember even something as simple as to sit on the floor or to go touch the tree or to put her feet on the ground anywhere would help her a lot. And she needs to start. She has this book of exercises for Alzheimer's people. She needs to read that book. She needs to do those exercises that they do for the Alzheimer's patients, because I think that they did do 2 of those operations on her. Yeah.
And that'll help with brain function if she does that?
Yes, that'll help immensely, at least to keep what knowledge she has and not lose any more, because a lot was lost. She just hasn't noticed it yet, but there was much lost.
Is there anything else she can do as far as maybe diet or exercise or anything along those lines?
No, she is very good about her diet. She's very good about getting out and walking. I think that she needs to try to center, even though these vibrations keep her center wiggly and fluctuating, somewhere in a sliver of that chaos, she needs to find even just a few seconds a day to where she can ground and realign with God, because God is her Father, and that is who she needs to align with.
And the grounding will help with that.
Yes, grounding will help a lot with that. But she needs to reach up out through her crown chakra and her heart
Is that during
Because
meditation? Is that a visualization?
through meditation, she needs to envision that her heart has like a tendril, like a vine, and it's wrapping itself around the crown chakra and is reaching up that way, joining together to reach God.
Okay.
Even though they might put that halo back on her when they capture her light body, she still needs to, even if she does not get out of the crown chakra, she needs to envision that herself, because that in itself, even though it might not seem like it creates energy, it creates a lot of energy. And even though it might feel like, or she can't see that it reaches out that way, that it does, and immensely.
Is this something others can do that feel like they're in her same type of situation as well?
Oh gosh, yes.
Okay.
Those that feel like they have that constant concrete block on top of their head, imagine that your heart is growing tendrils, connecting with your crown chakra. And just imagine that. And somehow or another, God pulls it through. It's like I can see someone reaching down, and it's like their hand goes through it and pulls it up. I can feel it pulling up through the top of my head. And he or the beings are pulling it up, out, through. So it doesn't matter if they screw that halo back on me or not, or whatever device they put on me, because there is someone from the 9th dimension that when you connect that heart tendril to the crown chakra, it gives a signal to them that, okay, I am in distress, please help. And then they go beyond any technology available to what's out there, and they pull it up and attach it to the Godhead themselves. They pull it up through you, and then that 9th dimensional being hands it off to another being that takes it on up to the Godhead. So it might feel like you're not making it, it might seem like you're not making it, but oh my, you should see the flow of energy. I mean, it's pure white.
So it's just reaching out.
No, it is it's so bright, but you can look at it and watch it, and it flows like the wind up in the cosmos. There's no stopping it.
Yeah.
Others should try this because it is very powerful. And then if they are blessed to be able to still have a root chakra or a sacral chakra, they should try to make tendrils from that to attach to their heart. It seems this flesh, that is taken because that is the part that they attack on her, is her root and her sacral, because they figured that she's a female and that's where they will hurt her at.
The creation center.
Yes.
So tendrils coming out of the heart and going up and around and sort of intertwining
Attaching
with the crown.
Yeah,
And then reaching
like a
up.
morning glory vine. You know how morning glories will just wrap themselves around everything?
Yeah.
It's like that. And then the next thing you know, this 9th dimensional being reaches down through all that technology, and he just takes like his little thumb and his finger, and he just pulls it right up through it. And then he takes it up as high as he can to where he's at. And then the next being, they hand it off, and it's blessed. And then that being takes it onto the Godhead and attaches it back to where it's supposed to be.
So she can also imagine tendrils coming out of the heart, some of them going down through the other chakras and connecting into Gaia, sort of completing a circuit.
Yes. You are wise.
I can see it.
Yes. I can feel it.
Yeah.
It feels like water. Or if, you know, sometimes in science, they will show roots, the seed growing roots and things. It feels like that.
Mm-hmm.
I could feel it coursing through.
It's like completing the circuit. I can totally see it.
Yes. There was only a little tiny sliver of that chakra that was left alive, and it grabbed hold of it. It dug a root in straight to it.
Mm-hmm.
That is so beautiful. It turned it white.
Mm-hmm.
That little tiny piece. Oh, it is alive still.
And then we're all connected in that same way when we connect that way to Source and Gaia.
Yes. Yes.
And we strengthen each other.
Yes.
Yeah.
She hopes that she strengthens you.
Mm-hmm.
You will go far.
Yeah, we're all helping each other.
Yes. You have helped her so much.
And she has helped others who will hear this.
I hope that she does.
Yeah.
That's all that she wants to do. That's the only reason she came, was to help, to share, to love. She is 369.
Yeah.
This birthday that she has coming in March is 369. She was born in the month of 3. Her number is a 33, which is a 6.
Mm-hmm.
And 9 because she will be 63 this year.
Mm.
So it is 369 this year at this birthday.
Oh, I love
That's
that.
why I know her time is limited.
Mm-hmm. Getting in the vortex with the vortex math. I like that.
Yep.
369 numbers.
Yep.
Tesla numbers. The
That
energy.
was always... I'm sorry, please finish. Tesla?
Yeah, Tesla and the energy and the spiral and the vortex. It's all connected.
Oh.
Yeah, the Tesla numbers are the vortex numbers, 369.
What does this look like?
It looks like a spiraling toroidal field. Yeah.
She makes Tauruses all the time.
Yeah.
Do you know that's how that they detected her?
Ah.
She learned to make Tauruses of color
Mm-hmm.
and of every size. And one day, it was just went kind of cockeyed.
Right. Sort of like a beacon.
She's making one right now.
Yeah. But it can't be stopped.
That feels good.
Yeah.
That feels good. She's
Now-
going to turn on her Merkaba.
Yeah, now that this connection is made, let's do another body scan and see if we can do any clearing or healing that she needs while this connection's strong. Any removals of any type that need to be, anything that needs to be disabled and removed.
I am more of, if I could learn to hold the pain,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to release them from their learning.
Mm-hmm.
But I wish that she could learn to hold the pain better, because at nighttime is the worst, because that is when they really amp it up,
Mm-hmm.
so that she cannot sleep. And that is what I need to learn. I will learn about this some more.
Mm-hmm.
I will learn. I know the purple light just come on, so that tells me that yes, this is something that they can help with, because the purple light came on.
Mm-hmm.
It's all over me. Matter of fact, my whole body is vibrating at that beautiful violet color.
Mm-hmm. Just feel it glowing and going outward from you, emitting light.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
And bask in that feeling.
Yes. I felt it just touch you.
Yeah. It's powerful.
I think that's why they're scared of her.
Unstoppable, though.
True.
Yeah. Unstoppable.
Quite true. Quite true.
It's happening, whether they like it or not. And they will. Eventually, everybody will say, oh, why was I trying to stop this? It's beautiful.
That's what she tells them all the time.
Yeah.
That, please, don't stop where you are. Keep growing. I tell them ways that they can expand their energy and things to work on,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and some of them are. I can sense that some of them are working on it. Some are not, but that is their choice.
Yeah. It's their choice to try to block the love that you're trying to send to them.
Right.
But it's your job to keep just sending it and loving them.
Yes. That's why I'm here.
Yeah.
I am 369 love.
Yeah. And you're not alone.
No.
Yeah. No matter
I
how
can
it
see us
feels.
all sparkle.
Yeah. It's no accident that we ended up together. This is a
No.
very important divine meeting. Not only with us, but with the higher help that's all here, engaged with us right now.
I know that my team
Mm-hmm.
are very, comrades. That's the word I keep hearing.
Yeah.
They are comrades.
Mm-hmm.
They all have one goal. They all have one goal, and that's to get us back home.
Yeah.
Get us back to our light. Help Gaia go where she needs to go.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
They really are loving brothers and sisters.
Yes.
Just looking out for their little brothers and sisters, you know. And you can see why
It
they
is.
get demonized by the powers that be, because they want us to be in fear of, oh, and I can feel how upset it is for them to see us look at them in fear when they just love us so much, you know.
Yes.
So much love.
I can feel it. I can see it.
But we're doing it. We've come so far.
I can sense that.
Yeah.
There are others stepping forward. Do you see them?
I feel them.
Do you know who these are?
No.
Me neither, but it seems like there's thousands of them.
Benevolent. They're loving and caring, and
Did we put out such a bright light that they saw it?
I think so, yeah. I think it's such a beautiful sight to see that people want to see it, you know. Sort of causing a commotion in a beautiful way, you know.
I can still see others coming up. There are thousands of these beings.
Yeah. And they're just adding to the energy and the love.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see what the Schumann resonance does.
Right.
I will have to look at it in the morning to see. I have no time,
Yeah.
but I know that I have a feeling there's going to be a big white band on it
Mm-hmm.
sometime in this afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
We brought Fifth Dimension in for a while, and that makes her have tears in her eyes because that's what she's here to do.
Right.
So you joined with me. The 4 million of us joined together to create this moment so that Fifth Dimension can come in easier. That's why I knew when she chose you, because she's watched you for years, and she chose right. She chose right to choose you. She knew that you would create a portal that would get the message out, and look and see who is being here now.
Yeah.
This was just why the she just wasn't. She wasn't a fit, but you were, and look at what we've created.
Yeah.
Oh
It's
my
perfect.
God.
And there's others that need to hear this, that feel alone, and they can know that they're not alone.
Oh my
They're
gosh,
not crazy.
you're not alone.
Yeah.
Never, never, never think you're alone. Never, never. I promise you, from the last heartbeat this flesh takes, my group of ETs, we will never stop, ever, giving you hope and love and comfort. We will wrap our arms around you. We will whisper, I love you, in your ear.
Yeah.
We will place our hand over your heart to let you know that we are here. Don't be afraid. Don't feel like you are alone, because you are not ever, ever, ever alone. We are here for you.
And they're serving a higher purpose, even if they don't see it.
Yes.
A
They
much
all
higher
have
purpose.
a mission.
Yeah, a service to others mission. That's
Yes.
so selfless.
Yes.
A
That's
sacrifice.
all of us.
Yeah. A loving sacrifice.
You have made her feel so happy.
Is there any other messages that they have at this time for the collective?
The collective, they brightened their light. They joined together to create one being. I know that's hard to comprehend. They all connected together to create one. And that one now has the ability, because Shane is so kind, because Sharon so desired, that now things will be different.
Mm-hmm.
And that they are beaming this new energy in, and as of this moment, it will make a difference for people. They will see changes now very quickly. And that's what they want us to know.
And not everybody needs to hear this message, but there's certain individuals that need to hear this, and they'll be guided and led to this.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's so nice to know we don't have to do that. That'll be handled. Through all the suppression that things happen, that you can't stop the message from getting out.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Synchronistically, they'll find this.
Yes.
I know they will.
All of this was planned millennia ago.
Mm-hmm.
I was blessed to be with the Godhead and witness creation. At the time of creation, it was discussed among the great beings, and I don't mean as in better, as in those that helped with creation,
Mm-hmm.
that there was a beginning and there would be an end. At that end, everybody would come back to being that brilliant little spark, that brilliant light that they were originally made of, for, to be. And so everything is perfect. I can't say that it is happy all the time, but please know that even on the worst day, everything is perfect as it should be.
Yeah. They tell me that all the time. Whenever I start to fuss in my 3D mindset, like, it's perfect. It's just as it's supposed to be. You just might not see all the working parts, but it's perfect. This is exactly.
Yes, it is.
Perfectly
and then in that
in alignment.
moment, when you come back to love, when you come back to your center, and then you see, oh, that had to happen for this to happen.
Mm-hmm.
This created that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why that was. And then you have understanding, and that creates wisdom.
Exactly. It's our limited knowledge that makes us think that it's accidental or random, or that things might not be, or that's a setback. It's never a setback. It's always moving forward. And all of those things are building upon this perfect moment of now. And everything's working out perfectly.
Yes. Vision wasn't, life wasn't meant to be all happy.
Mm-hmm.
Life was meant to be experienced.
Mm-hmm.
Experience the whole, the all. At the end, you come to wholeness and happiness and joy and gladness and gratefulness and wisdom and comfort. And when you learn that this equals that, then you have learned.
Yeah. You start to realize, wait a minute, this isn't a prison planet. You take a step back and you can see the whole is working, and it's like, wow. And it's a valid view from a certain perspective. But you can take a step back and you can see it from a much broader perspective and see the beauty in it all.
One of the first things that I made this person, Sharon, learn was how to sit up in a corner and observe herself. I guess it's called bilocation, or I don't know what's called. I just call it sitting in a corner. That's what I told her to call it. She likes easy. I told her, I said, you learn to sit up in that corner and you watch yourself from afar and you tell me what you see. And she learned to do that very well. Well, then she got to where she could sit up in a tree and watch from outside. And I think when people can learn to sit up in the corner and they observe, then when they can go up and sit in a tree and observe, there's nothing they cannot see. Everything becomes available. There's nothing that can hide.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have perspective of 360 degrees.
Yeah. I'm so thankful for this time together, and I send gratitude to all who participated in this divine gathering, this meeting, this divine timing of this moment, perfect moment of now for this information to come through. I'm so thankful.
Yes. We are blessed. I bless all of you. Thank you for my family. Thank you for my friends of all the multiverses, of all the timelines that I used to visit. I thank you all for being in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for sharing your energy and your time and your love with me. Know I hold each of you in my heart and in my hands. I hold each of you in love and in my mind.
Mm-hmm. Be sure to check out the website at uotf.net. There you will find the live stream schedule displayed in your local time right there on the front page. Below that, you'll find links to take the Beyond Quantum Healing course at a discounted rate, purchase our book, Mandela Effect, Friend or Foe, in paperback or ebook, or to contact me to schedule a BQH session. At the top of the site, you'll find links to help support the work I do, access the free private forum where you can discuss organizing get-togethers in your area, Mandela effects, and more. Thank you all so much for being here.